then bandage.
Camera rolling.
So then they won't, because I move a lot when I sleep.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
So, if you could just give us a little introduction as to who you are and what you're just about to undertake.
Okay, I'm Samantha. I live in Scotland. For this weekend, I'm going to be blind. I'm not going to actually blind myself, but yeah.
What is the inspiration for it? Like, why did you decide to do this?
Do I say the real reason or do I say a nicer reason?
Say the reason. Say all of the reasons. All the reasons you're doing it.
I'm really curious about being blind, how people being blind and who have become blind work around life. Me and my sister watch a girl or a guy on YouTube who's been blind since birth, and he's great. He answers loads of questions and he's really funny. Got a great attitude to being blind, and I've always been interested. And then also Daredevil came out recently, and he's just awesome. And again, it's bringing blind people to the surface again, really, and I'd like to see what it's like.
And you're planning on doing somewhere around the region of 48 hours?
Hopefully. I can't exactly know how many, but it's going to be the entire weekend.
Yeah, it'll be the entire duration that we're here anyway,
Yeah.
including sleep.
Yes.
Which is what you're about to do now.
Yes, I'm going to go to sleep and I'm going to put these on so then I can be blind while sleeping.
Anything you want to see particularly before you decide to...
Oh, your faces. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
And you're saying hello to all the faces of the people...
Oh, I don't want that to be the last face I see. Be smiley. Yeah. That's all I want to see. Okay, I need your help. Give me. Just take my entire head.
Pull your hair out.
You can get a bit there and go all the way
Yeah, I was
across.
gonna-
That'd be quite a good one.
You're getting this, aren't you?
Not too tight.
Squishing your eyes too
No,
much.
it's- but
your
it's good
face
that
is
it's
going
tight.
red.
No, it's because my head's been down like this. My face goes red a lot.
Okay. Oh, well, just one more thing.
What?
So, first initial thoughts. First initial thoughts to how you feel.
Well, I've practiced. Ow, that really hurt. I've practiced before, so this is kind of okay. I've been blind in my house before, so yeah.
So this is something that you've kind of trained for in
Yes,
some way.
I've done all the rocky, you know.
You ran up some steps.
Yeah.
What's that got to do with being blind?
You got very
Very hazardous, mate.
Yeah, I've done this before where I've just been around my house, so it feels all okay at the moment. So
Yeah.
yeah. And Kristen keeps peeling bits of tape off my head.
Well, it's just neatening it up at the moment, yeah. Okay, well, if you're prepared, then the first challenge is sleep.
Yes. Let's
Good
see
luck.
how that goes.
We'll soon see how that goes, I think.
Just okay.
How was sleeping?
Hmm?
How was sleeping?
A bit broken up, but I think that's mainly because Phil kept waking up as well because he's cough and stuff.
All right.
But anytime I did want to wake up, like when I actually wanted to properly wake up, I
Yeah.
struggled because usually I use like daylight to brighten me up and wake me up properly.
And you can't do
I
that.
can't, and so I did undo these and like rub my eyes a bit because obviously being closed and
Yeah.
compressed, they're a bit gunky.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's
Alright.
kind of it at the moment.
All right. Good luck with tea.
Thank you. Hopefully I'll get the right tea bag. I'm sorry if you don't get the right tea bag, Christine.
Get some decrusting.
If they get so crusty that my eyes won't open, I get flashbacks from our operations.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah, because we couldn't open our eyes once we'd had them done because of all the crust and stuff. And I think I properly freaked out. I don't remember, but I really think I remember freaking out at least.
And now you're doing this to yourself.
I know, I'm an idiot.
You've got your blind contacts in now, obviously you're not wearing a blindfold now.
No. Well, going through Edinburgh, it might be a bit too conspicuous if I'm wearing the blindfold, but I always struggle putting contacts in, so hence the reason I look like I've been crying. Is,
You can't
is
really tell on camera.
What, that I've been crying?
Yeah, well you've not been
Well,
crying.
I've not been crying. No, been struggling to put contacts in. But yeah, it's got these in now. And I can see light, like I can see the window, but it's light. I can only see the light coming from the window, and I can only see like a little bar where the kitchen light is.
So what's the plan for today then?
Plan for today is to go into Edinburgh. We're going to park up and get the tram. We've got a cafe that I kept secret from you guys that we're going to.
How are you feeling about the whole thing so far? Just okay?
I'm okay, yeah, a bit bored. It's why anyone at this point in their day would, I don't know, sit on their phone on Facebook or anything like that, and I can't really do any of that, so yeah, a little bit bored. But I'm glad I've got company to keep me occupied, which is nice.
So what's it like walking around a city?
It's terrifying, actually. You're having to feel every step. Thankfully, you guys have let me know where things are, and you hear cars, you hear people, you don't know where they are.
Does it sound any different?
Well, I think
Not
I'm
enough to see anything.
tuning in on the sounds more than you usually would. Like, you guys obviously can hear the sounds, but usually you probably dull them out because you don't need to hear them.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm kind of listening to them all because that's kind of helping me know where things are.
It's interesting that you kind of locate the place of the things just from hearing them.
Well, you have to really, because otherwise you'd hear it, you'd look round, find the source, and know what it is. Whereas I can only hear it and basically kind of find the source.
Sorry, do you want to explain?
Where we are, we're going to a cat cafe. It's called Maison de Moggy, and it's a cafe that just has cats wandering around.
It's pretty cute.
I'm actually, I can't express how excited I am for this.
We're going to sit here.
You don't want it now.
No, it's okay.
I'm scared.
I've got it.
Take it now. Okay. Don't like wave your arms around.
Just kind of walk to the left-hand side and there's the cloakroom and
Yeah.
the table and chairs.
I hear there's another room.
Yeah, there's another room behind us as well.
It's got a couple of
Okay.
On the back wall, there's this big kind of like wooden. So far, what's been the most difficult thing?
I think the main thing was moving around in Edinburgh. Like, Christine was doing an amazing job actually moving me around, but it was quite difficult and quite scary at some points to hear so many people around you not feeling really safe. Like, I had her on one side and I had you on another side, because otherwise I didn't feel like I'd be walking into people.
I personally keep finding it difficult to remember to say there's a curb there, because it's just so natural that people would just step down on there anyway and not trip, kind of thing. So.
Terrifying. Yeah. Definitely terrifying. It was interesting to be in places that obviously don't think like to cater to blind people, and it was quite nice when the people noticed in the cat cafe and they brought a cat over so I could stroke it and stuff. So yeah, it's interesting to go to places and actually be somewhere where you would think, oh, it's fine, you know, I know exactly where the toilet is, how to get to it, and yeah, the car is awful to be in when blind because you can't see where you're going.
We just watched a film. I know you've already seen the film.
Yeah.
Could you still tell what was happening? Like, could you visualise it in your head?
I think there was only a few sections where obviously there was not much dialogue and it's just music, and so I'd ask what was going on.
How's it feeling with the blindfold on at the moment?
They're annoying. It's really itchy. I think my eyes just kind of a bit tired of being constricted, but it's safer to put this on my eyes than it is to wear the contacts for longer than I have today. Seeing as I've only gone, I don't know, less than 24 hours, I'm already sick of being blind and can't wait till we be finished. If there was any emergency, I can literally whip this off and I'd be, well, it might be a bit blurry, but I'll be able to see in seconds, whereas some people don't get that luxury, and I do feel for them quite a lot because it's not nice. I do feel slightly secluded and very bored at some points as well. I can easily listen to something like a movie or an audiobook. I can go do stuff with my hands and I can listen to you guys, but I'm still losing one of my senses that usually keeps my brain ticking over. Right now, I can hear clicking from Christine on a computer, I can hear your voice, and that's all I need in the room. Whereas, like, I know there is a lot more stuff in this room. I know there's plates, I know there's a kitchen, there's loads of clutter around the room and the house and stuff. But those things don't matter to me right now. The only things that matter are the things I can hear. Everything else is just arbitrary and it doesn't exist to me.
Just because we don't want to leave her on her own, it doesn't mean that anybody who's blind is completely incapable. That's not what we believe in. It's that Sam isn't usually blind and isn't used to this kind of thing happening.
For us, I guess it brings into sharp focus how difficult everyday things that we take for granted are.
Definitely, I couldn't be in the I couldn't go shopping on my own today.
I mean, you were hanging on to me
Yeah.
the whole
and-
time.
We'll see how it goes tomorrow morning then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, well, cool. Thanks, Sam.
You're welcome.
It's the next day. I think that explains itself, to be honest with you. The way that Sam looks right now.
It's very cute. It's so stupid. I'm giving you eye contact to the
Yeah.
t-shirt. With the eyes on the t-shirt.
Kind of-
It's terrible.
Have a bit more of a chilled out day. We're not going to really leave Stirling. And we're probably going to go see Stirling Castle. That'd be pretty cool. But not before we've had breakfast. So,
Sure.
I'm going to do that first. You, the reason you're wearing this t-shirt on your head.
Yes. The blindfold was quite coarse and it was really quite itchy, and I think after having it on all night the night before, I think it felt really quite raw on the sides of my eyes. You guys had the lovely idea of putting a soft black t-shirt over my face instead. So this happened and I realised the softest t-shirt I own is this one.
It has eyes on it.
It has eyes on it.
Yeah, maybe. Might get a free one.
Maybe.
He also looked at different weights if you
How about you feeling right now?
Quite dizzy. But if I have my eyes open, it's dark, but the dark is moving like water would, like waves and stuff. No, I don't know if outside will help or not.
Can you see any light coming in whatsoever?
If I look up, I can see some lights. I can see just like dots of where the lights are.
Okay. Right, well, you can still experience light, so you're not blind. That's good.
I'm just not feeling good today.
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't feel like this yesterday, but yeah, just feeling a bit disorientated quite a lot.
Okay.
And yeah, quite bad headache and a bit dizzy. I don't know what you can really describe it as.
Well, I can only imagine that's just because, you know, your brain's not used to not seeing anything. It's just going, no, I can see.
So how do you keep yourself entertained while you're blind, Samantha?
Sam is taking out what do you call them?
Contacts.
Contact lenses. How are you feeling about it?
I'm excited to actually see, but I'm kind of worried what I'm going to see and how my eyes
Don't
will
worry, we're all
adjust.
fully clothed.
Cool,
Yeah.
that's a nice feeling. There
Oh.
we go. Got it?
Numero
Oh.
1. Yay!
Oh.
How does it feel to see?
You know when you press your eyes and you get the kind of like dots?
Yeah.
My eyes are like that at the moment, so there's...
It's
It's bright, it's very bright.
Okay. Camera's rolling.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
You're recently sighted again.
I am, yes.
Cool. And how does it feel?
I'm really dizzy still, and I don't know. I would like to say, you know, oh, it's tough taking everything in, but my eyes are used to seeing stuff, so it wasn't difficult.
What have you learnt from the experience?
It's terrifying being blind. I only knew the person I was holding on to, and I didn't know where anyone else was. Even just being sat here with you guys on the sofa, I still feel a little bit secluded. There were some points where I had no idea what anyone was saying. Maybe that was because my brain was already processing all the other noises around me. It's awful, and I wouldn't wish it on my enemy at all, being blind. And I can imagine you can get used to it, but for someone that's had most of their sight for a good amount of their life, and then to have it taken away like that, I can not imagine it's easy at all. Because at the end of it today, I was just like, I'm excited to get these out and be able to see again. Even though I felt awful, I wanted to continue on. Or if they feel awful, they can't just get their sight back.
No.
So yeah.
It's difficult for everybody, I think, as well. Like we've all found it tough in our own way, trying to make sure that you're okay. But we're just glad that you are safe.
Thank you. Thank you everyone that's donated, and thank you to all three of you for being here for it, because I really appreciated the help and the effort that you've put in for it. I appreciate everyone that's been involved, even donating £1 is hopefully going to a good cause, going to help Deafblind Scotland, because I could not imagine what it'd be like to be not just blind but deaf at the same time, because I used you guys so much to tell me where the steps were and tell me where to go and things like that, and to not have my hearing at the same time, I don't know what I would have been able to do. I don't think we would have been able to leave the house. I wouldn't have been able to communicate with any of you guys. So being blind's one thing, but being deaf and blind at the same time would be awful. Completely awful.